Valentino from Crusader Caravans in Campbellfield, Victoria. Today in our stock demonstration video we have a brand new life-changer Bunkie. It's a brand new range that enters into that economy range, featuring a really well-built caravan, a heap of fruit, the solid construction you can expect from award-winning Caravan of the Year manufactured product, but still at a brilliant and affordable price for the first-time buyer, hoping to go from second-hand to new. But today we're going to show you the reasons to go for new. This is a family van. We're featuring 2 bunks, a front-load washing machine, a separate shower toilet ensuite. We have an L-shaped lounge, a side kitchen, and a north-south bed right at the front with a Hepa Storage and 186-litre smart Dometic fridge. Before we jump inside, let's have a look at the outside. So first of all, just like all the Crusaders, make no mistake, the chassis hasn't been compromised at all, even in the affordable economy range. So what we have here is we have a 3mm Australian steel and Australian sourced product. It is an Intel engineering chassis, so this is a Crusader built and engineered chassis with the Intel engineering group. You can spot a difference is we've got the little hanging hooks here for the chains. We have a huge thick plate of reinforcement with an Alco wind up jockey wheel. We have Alco hardware with brake and pulley system. Check out this little running track here for the brake wire to run directly through. Again, even Australian made steel is in the brake cable line. It's a 450 MPa graded steel chassis, so what that means in layman's terms is we're working with a chassis that doesn't have much flex. The strength of it is amplified by running with a 450 MPa, but the weight factor is actually a little bit lighter. So it's stronger, lighter, and heaps better as far as a caravan subframe construct. That's something that, as far as most caravanners will agree on, it's something you really need to take seriously. There are only 4 tread of tyres on this caravan connected to the road, and it is built by one of the best Australian companies and Australian made chassis on the market. With a 6-inch A-frame running right back to what meets the chassis, and then we have a 2-inch razor block and a 4-inch chassis. That is a 12-inch subframing at one point in time of construct with the chassis rails. Just looking here, we have 2 9-kilo gas bottles right on the front. They will come filled upon pickup while we show you how everything works. We have Crusader's one-piece fully insulated composite roof. That's one piece from this join just here all the way to the back of the caravan where it meets the checker plate on the rear side. Fully insulated, incredibly strong, incredibly resilient. Again, it's going to keep you cool in summer, it's going to keep you warm in winter. That's something that Crusader have absolutely bought their foundations on. It's something that got them to the winner of the Manufacturer of the Year award, and something that is new technology into the caravan industry, something that you should be spending more money on, something that you should get as far as caravan products, because as far as the traditional methods of caravan constructs, they've come a long way. This will give you no water, no dust ingress, fire retardant, fully insulated. There are numerous reasons to consider buying a Crusader. This roof here at 32mm thick, full of insulation, and 42mm thick floor, fully insulated, no timber in the roof or the floor, the 2 main areas of ingress, you are not going to have any problems or headaches with whatsoever through the whole caravanning life that you and your family are going to partake on. We have an ultra-modern ribbed aluminium sheet cladding. In event of emergency, repairing this means pulling one sheet out. In case of damage, you can pop him straight back on. Very well insulated, very well built. Aluminium, it's about 3mm thick or so. Goes onto the van body, onto a Marani construct with a poly-insulated frame. We have a 600 wide tunnel boot just here, all the way through. It's about 1 meters wide inside that area. As far as weights are concerned, we keep that really in mind. The Crusader Bunkie and Life-Changer Bunkie tears at just over 2150, so it's 2155 on this model with a GTM of 3050, ATM of 3200 kilos, but that can come right back down to 3 ton if necessary, and a bore weight of 144. So you're almost going to have a payload of 850 kilos, or right up to nearly the 1,000 kilo mark with this caravan. Hepa storage room. Comes with your jack. It comes with a 14-foot splash granite Dometic awning. This will just roll up to the van body. It is a black armed awning, European. It has a thicker material to keep out that sun, waterproof, absolutely brilliant unit from Dometic. We have, on the Intel engineering chassis, we have 15-inch 205 light truck tires, 8 ply, a 10-inch brake, American tire. We have roller rocker, true German European suspension. So this has a dual moving system in the suspension, allows for less friction, allows for less impingements, never going to have a break, never going to have a problem. Serviceability, easy, you've got grease nipples just there. We can teach you how to look after it, the tyre pressures, all of those things during handover. Crusader Caravans is RVMAP accredited and manufactured. So what that means is the auditing systems that are put in place with the RVMAP, Crusader put themselves out there and they nominate themselves to be audited. We are the most compliant and ADR compliant, gas, energy safe, all of those items in the caravan industry. Crusader put themselves forward full auditing, full transparency, including to the caravan industry bodies to be able to accommodate that award for the manufacturer of the year. Now on the outside, true entertainment, something that the families look for. We have outside lighting. We have our external speakers just here. They're waterproof, dustproof speakers, and that's an external speaker, so they're linked to the radio inside that is Bluetooth. We have a TV hutch here on the outside. Pop your TV there, aerial, 12-volt socket, double power point. You can bring a 240 cooker or something on the outside, cook just here. We might have just missed it, but we've got an outside gas bayonet and water tap there on the front of the A-frame as well, for all your outside cooking needs. Make our way through. We've got our 2 bunk windows here. They're about a 500 by 300 window. Nice and ample light for the kids with gas struts to sit. That's a double glazed European Dometic window. Perfect windows, reinforced struts, really kid proof. The kids can give them a walloping. They're going to be able to handle it just fine. Double glazing. What we've got here is Hepa Storage. We've got our little deck chairs in there ready to go. That's just under the bunks. Inside the bunk area, the kids have got a segregated area. So just under this area here, there's a heap of storage hidden away for them as well to be able to put big Tupperware boxes, suitcases, whatever they want. Just because it's an economy unit, we're using Nava. We've got our spare wheel with a hot dipped gal bumper bar. That means hanging bikes and outfit, very, very easy, not gonna scratch it, very resilient to that. Crusader's paying the extra money, but it's worth it. Night vision. A Safety Dave rear view camera that stays on while you're driving. You're going to be able to see right down the stretch of road as you're driving, everything approaching, everything coming to you. You can better prepare, you can sit to the side of the road, you can pull over. It's got sound. Mum's at the back here, watch out, there's a stump. That's something you're going to hear through the front of the vehicle, and it just means user-friendly wise, it's a lot easier. Making our way down here, we have our side clearance lights. We have our European Alco drop-down legs just down here. So these here, we just pull out, they go there, we drop it down with a little drill attachment, and then pack this back up there. We have our toilet door. We have our Thetford toilet case. It's about 19-litre case, comes with the chemical. Fill it all up, pop it back in, it tells you when it's full, easy to empty. Palm that off to one of the kids to make it their little job to do. We have 2 95-litre water tanks, so they're separately filled, one here, one forward of the axle. That allows you to be able to separately fill the tanks and drink from individual tanks whilst you're on the road. So you've got dam water in this one, we've got Melbourne water in this one, I want to shower in this, I want to drink from this. It allows you inside to switch from those pump valves. We've got a mains pressure water filler and grey water outlet. So this just pops on there with a hose that we supply, runs out onto the nature strip or onto the trees, giving them a bit of water. Now, usability up west or in Darwin, we've got our fridge. Accessibility wise, bottom vent, that's for the gas connections, 12-volt 240. Then we've got our gas flue, so that's a compliance. The carbon monoxide comes out, that's from that vent there. Catch this, on the roof, there is a roof mounted vent that allows for the hot air to be sucked straight up to the unit. That's going to allow that expulsion of hot air through those 2 fans. It allows the fridge, so the way Crusader build them is it allows the fridge to cool at an easier rate because the hot air is rising, it escapes straight up. There's no running through the vent, side vent, nothing like that. Dust ingress is minimal, water ingress is non-existent, especially with that composite roof, and it just allows for the hot air to rise a lot quicker and the usability of it to be substantially better, especially in the warmer climates with that 186-litre fridge. We have a 28-litre Swift appliance hot water service. So this is a stainless steel unit. There's no anode, so no need to be able to have to replace or maintain, nothing like that. Runs on gas and 240 volts. A fast recovery unit, heats up in about 12 minutes and then reheats every 6-7 minute cycles. Hot and cold water, very, very easy to use. During the handover, we demonstrate all that. We have a 105 amp deep cycle AGM battery just popped here with a little batch proof plate, lockable points just here. It's very easy to add a secondary battery at a later stage if required. Spare aerial port. So you go to a caravan park, the reception's not that good. They'll give you an aerial, you pop that aerial into here, it's gonna override the one on the roof. It's gonna boost the signal tremendously. It's like areas in Bendigo where it's a bit dipped, that's gonna boost the reception for you. And then this here is our Campbellfield 240 outlet and another location storage wise, all the way down the street. We'll jump around the inside here. I've had enough of the outside, so let's jump in. Before we jump in, we've got a Crimsafe tri-lock Camix security door. Very, very brilliant door as far as safety is concerned. So you got 1, 2, and 3 quad lock. Very easy to operate, very easy to work with. This here just clicks, lifts right up, opens very, very easily. And then when you're out for the day, this just pops across, locks, very, very easy. Our bottom step here is a single manual pull-out step. We just grab this, pop straight in, and pull straight out. Very easy to operate. We've got a checker plate wheel arch area just here. When we're inside, you'll notice straight away a heap of cupboards throughout the Crusaders. All of the windows are max size, so that's a maximum size Dometic Euro double glazed window. Fantastic. It's got quad lock systems on a lot of the window systems as well. We've got a large club lounge here, which is in black leatherette. Can also get various colors as well within the Crusader range. We have a standard table. This table does do a swivel movement around and is removable if you are so inclined to want to remove it. All the reading lights here with the Crusader range is you've got LED all the way through the Caravan, USB point located underneath here, double power point right on this back wall as well. Just under here, it's all flush, beautifully finished, but under here we've got a little lever latch. We pull up with one finger, that comes all the way up. So something about the Crusaders that a lot of manufacturers don't typically do, and we see this sort of very, very cost-cutting exercise, especially with the first-time buyer. First-time buyer are going to look for a certain number of things. The things that we want you to look for are some of the build attributes. These are the things that are going to let you down along the way. You might get 1 or 2 years. These are the things that are going to look after you for tremendous amounts of years. So what we've got here is we've got an Australian-made and manufactured handle hinge. So we've got this very easy lift handle system here. 60 Newton meter gas struts. So these are incredibly powerful struts. They have a 10-year warranty lodged them as well. Reinforced with them, we have a full piano hinging. Very, very hard to see, but it's a full piano hinging all the way. Not two dicky struts out here, just like those two. We've got full piano hinging all the way. There is no way this door can move, it can't pull, it's incredibly strong, you can't twist it out of shape. It's got one lock feature. You're not gonna pull up, the door's not gonna be twisted or bowed. Very, very easy to use and utilize, and there's still a perfect gap even after giving it a good twist and a good flick. In the kitchen, we've got metal-sided drawer runners all the way through. So there's a full set of drawers that run from top to bottom here. Metal sides. So on these just here, we've got proper nylon runners, metal-sided. We've got a ply bottom and a ply back. We've got cutlery tray insert for the top one as well. So this just goes back in here, very easy to use, then locks away. Very easy lift handle systems on those handles just there as well. We have a large sink with strainer area. A lot of people are going for that modern one sink, just chop in there, but there's nowhere to be able to actually strain any dishes for wash up. We have a range hood, we'll pop that light on. We've got a touch light just under here, so Crusader have thought of absolutely everything here. This just lifts up. We've got recessed cooktop, so even in the economy starting range, it's a recessed cooktop. What that means is for the first time buyer, total bench space, not losing a thing. A lot of people will have this, the top of the oven right to the top here. Waste of time, waste of money. We want to be able to have everything work nice and easy from left to right. I can work right across from this area. So we lift this up. We've got a 240 burner, 3 burner gas, and a grill with pull-out trays. Just here we have a massive pot drawer, again metal sided all the way back. Flip down panels underneath the cooktop. We have our 186 litre smart fridge. So this is an automatic selection fridge. It's a wire shelf fridge as well. So top to bottom, we got wire shelf, crisper drawers, very well insulated, brand new Dometic 3-way fridge with 2 inbuilt thermostatic activated fans. Very, very good. And these here are large freezer capacity also up there as well. But this is automatically gonna activate. As soon as it senses 240, it jumps to 240. Turn the 240 off, jumps to gas. Plug the car in, turn the ignition on. Oh, hang on a sec, we're driving. Jump to 240, for a 12 volt. So it's a very, very smart fridge. Keeps the user the stupid sort of errors that can occur out of it and works for itself. You put it on auto, it does its thing, runs very, very easy. The only time we run into problems when people don't switch into auto. Otherwise, these fridges are fantastic. We've got a perfect little privacy curtain just here to keep mum and dad's area sacred while the little ones hang out. We've got step ladder just in here, 2 bunks, under bunk storage underneath there, full storage all the way, including in this area just here. So we've got that loop around area. We have 2 bunks, USB reading lights at each bunk as well, so the kids have got their little storage areas there with windows for breathing room. We've got downlight just here, so a heap of light in there for them. We've got wardrobes all the way top and bottom, and then just in here we have a Q-Flow 2.5 kilo Dometic imported washing machine. Beautiful little thing here. It's got various settings like clean settings, it's got child lock, it's got a heap of stuff in it, locks away, energy rating and water rating. It only uses about 28 litres of wash. Very, very, very economically well built units. We have a quad dual roller roller door. So this here, we pop that up. This here is an incredibly smooth roller door, never comes off its tracks. It's got dual rolling tracks that it locks into, and then a lock system at the back, pushes down, that holds everything in place. Very, very well built units. We have a towel rail just up here. We have a hatch that sucks air in, puts cold air in, subtracts it in hot air. So while the kids are sleeping, you can pop this up and you can keep it on very, very low sound, and that's actually putting air into the unit now, just keeping things nice and cool. Or alternatively, if it's a bit warm, you can suck the hot air out and keep it a bit cooler in here. We have a Thetford toilet. This here just pops up. It's an automatic flush, so that way it works off the Caravan's main flush system. No need to fill an extra tank. We have a toilet roll holder just here. We have a one-piece composite fiberglass shower, so that's full height for me. It's an 80-inch ceiling height in the Crusader, so a lot different than most. But this here is an adjustable head. We just turn him around, spin him down, up and down. Very, very easy to use. Soap holder, flick mixer tap, but very, very well built units. It's a one-piece. No way it can leak, no need for ingress or reseal it. These fantastic units, as well as a tri-lock security locking system for the shower doors, and they're also a proper glass shower door. A little bit more weight, but as far as usability and longevity, that's something you just can't beat, especially with the ceramic basins throughout the van as well. We'll make our way to the bedroom. We have a 24-inch DVD TV combo with Dometic HV boosted high definition signal antenna. We have a pressure hatch. So a lot of cheaper vans will not have this sort of pressure hatch. As you're driving into the dirt roads, that'll suck the air into the Caravan and pressurize the whole system as you travel down the road. This here just locks straight down, and then that just keeps it all nice and watertight, especially if it's a little bit raining. We've got the antenna connections up here, the 24-inch DVD TV combo just here. Again, we've got a large Dometic double glazed window. Storage, we have full height robes all the way back with hangers. We also have a full depth cupboard, almost an arm's length worth of storage in that back cupboard above, and that's that one piece roof rollover all the way back to the padded headboard. USBs in mum and dad's area here, they've got upgrades. They've got the double power point as well as USB devices just in that little pigeonhole. A full drawer, again metal sided of course, and then just to tip it off, we've got a heap of storage underneath here in the mum and dad's area here. We've got full underbed storage as well, which is great, especially if you're gonna go away from the family for a little bit of time. Above mum and dad's area, we've got our smoke detectors, internal speakers, and we've got our Ranger mini hatches with LED strip lighting, as well as full blockouts and midgie-proof screens. Just like the windows, we have the full blockout windows and midgie-proof screens as well. Now to finish it off, just before we leave you, we've got our our NCE microwave. The NCE microwave is a flatbed microwave. There's no plates inside of it. Everything spins around the unit and it toasts and cooks. There's nothing to remove. Pop the food in there, give it a cover if you like, and that just means that you're not having to remove anything. There'll be no smashed plates or anything like that with the NCE units. Up here in these two cupboards, we have a lot of electrical systems. We also have a brochure. We have our Bluetooth radio for NCE, so that pops onto your phone. You can make calls, you can play music, you can Spotify, you can iTunes music, all of it to it. Pop that on. These here are external speaker switches, so pop them, music jumps outside, very easy to use, pop them back on. We have wireless lighting, so this here is the wireless lighting repeater by the door, and when we do the handover, we actually hand you remotes. You can be laying in bed, you can pop the kids' bunks on, you can pop the lounge on, you can pop the outside lights on just with the remote. It fires it up. You get a few of those throughout the van. This is a PM200 battery management system. This controls the water, it controls the solar, it controls the charging, it controls all of your 12-volt power as well as all of your fuses. Looks pretty boring up here. We don't pay too much attention to it whilst we're doing our presentation today. What we want to see is the cool stuff, the sexy stuff. What we've got is the PM200 display system by the door. We have our PM200 just here with our wireless lighting keypad. We have our water pump fire, fresh water tap, tap water, so they're the 295 litre water tanks, and provisional waste. We have service battery, so this is telling us how many volts of power we've got. Load here will cut all of the power inside the Caravan. It'll fire up again before we want to go on our next trip. Last but not least, heating and cooling. We have an Ibis 3 Air Command soft start air conditioner. This is a true reverse cycle unit. It performs heating and cooling. Cooling, it will cool the Caravan up to about 48 degrees, and heating, it'll work within about -2. They're a brilliant unit, something that we've been very consistent with within the Musketeer and the Life Changer range. But with this unit here, 2 kVA generator is going to do the trick. Yamaha, Honda, Briggs & Stratton, all of those is going to work an absolute treat. This van here is pretty much ready to roll. It's got a heap of gear. It comes with the startup kit on all the stock units. It means that you can hook up, put the hose, put the kids, put the blankets, put the bedding, and off we go. If you have any questions at all in relation to the stock unit, please give us a call today on 9359 2938. Give us an email at sales@crusadermelbourne.com. For more vans like this, head to the website www.crusadercaravanmelbourne.com.au. Alternatively, leave a comment, subscribe and like for more. Thank you.